Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I have curly hair. I have curly hair. Foam rollers. Foam rollers. Oh, man. There's one little hair. You see it? One little hair that didn't get foam rollered. Well, and my bangs and these. These. Just kidding. Hi. I'm late. I'm late to my tarot live. I'm late to my live. It's okay though, because I'm still just doing it. You know, I hope everyone is going to be doing okay. I hope everyone is doing okay. Um, Hi. I ran out of Hattie's soft food this morning, meaning she didn't get any yet. And she's kind of walking around like, just like walking by me a lot, kind of like, hey, did you forget something? Hey, you usually feed me wet cat food right now. I didn't forget. I did not forget. I just don't have any. So I'm going to have to go to the store. But I stayed up kind of late last night. I go to work tonight at 7 p.m. and I work until 7 a.m. So I'll go to the store at some point in time today. I'll go to Petco because she's also very picky. Hello, Miss Merida. How are you? Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Um, I was just talking about how I go to work tonight at 7 p.m. Nice. And it's 10 a.m. right now. It's 10 a.m. here. So I'm a little bit late. I'm just a little bit late. It's okay though. We can still do this. Um but yeah, I'm kind of curious this is going to be my first time working overnight, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm still going to I'm gonna try to go ahead and just make videos. What did everybody think of like me posting the TikTok videos? Are those okay or no? I am at work and spent most of the day in tears and very emotional. Hi, Dev. How are you? Um, I'm sorry. Maybe it is because it's also not just a full moon, but it's a partial eclipse. So, maybe that's why. Because eclipses they eclipse things out. So maybe, your body is and your subconscious is getting ready to release some things, maybe some things that have made you sad, and maybe that's why you've been crying. Okay. Well, hi. Where are you again, Merida? Are you in the UK? As I know, the full moon, the partial eclipse starts at like 10 p.m. here, and then it like peak visibility is like 10:51. So I'm not sure what time it would be in the UK. I think they will clear up. I usually have incredible energy whenever it's a full moon. Like I can't even sleep. And then I'm like just drained after when it's like when we get to the new moon, I'm just like, "Ugh, I can't do anything." I mean, I do things, but I just feel like I can't. Well, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's like almost 6 o'clock. Nice. So I have a question. Here in America, we call 17:59 military time. Is that just how you in the UK just tell time? Is that just how everyone talks about time? Is 17:59? Or would you say 5:59? And you come from a military background. These are my questions. The only reason I know that is because we use that time at my job. Okay. I think I kinda knew that to an extent, because someone at work was talking about they had a friend, who was British, and that he would say, like, half when it was, like, 12:30 or 1:30, he would say half, which is makes sense, you know, makes sense. Does anybody in this chat watch Robert Reacts and his twin brother, James, the twins? I love those guys. They're in the UK, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's just see. Let's see. What is this full moon going to bring for Merida? Let's see. Let's ask. What's going to happen this coming full moon for Merida? What is going to happen? What's coming? What's coming? This full moon partial eclipse for Merida. Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so who is she? Who is she, Merida? Is she you? Okay, well, Nine of Swords reversed. So no more worries. And also that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's, loving mother energy. But also getting out of anxieties. Like turning your nightmares upside down, your worries upside down. Hanged Man reversed. Okay, what is that? And the Two of Cups and the Knight of Swords. I mean, I don't really see a lot of job things happening. It doesn't mean that they're not jobs. It doesn't mean that it's not a job, but it definitely means that you're meeting someone. You're meeting someone, maybe a Gemini. Either way, you're going to meet someone and it's going to be very intense. It's very intense. It's a lot of communication. It's the Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups. Like when you meet each other, you're just kind of going to feel like you've known each other your whole life kind of energy. You know, like it's destined, like it's fate. Like the whole rest of everything else is going to kind of like disappear and all you're going to know is this person that you're meeting. And it doesn't have to be romantic. Hi, honey. She's like, "Hey mom, you didn't feed me. You didn't feed me." I know, honey, you don't have food. I have to go buy some. I have to go buy some food, honey. She says, "Unacceptable." Thank you. She's like, "This is unacceptable. If I can end this stream, then you will have to go to the store right now." Well, nightmares, anxieties, worries that keep you up at night, those are turning upside down. And also, like I said, there's someone you're meeting. It's going to be very exciting. Lots of quick messages. That's what's coming with this full moon. So, I mean, I think that that's still. Oh, and also the Hanged Man reverse. Okay, so this person that's coming to talk to you, whatever you are unclear on, or whatever you don't know in a certain situation, they're going to turn that upside down. They're going to give you the information that you need. So that's good. It's a good thing. Hi, Hattie Beans. Mommy loves you. Yeah, Mommy loves you. She's a good girl. She's a very good girl. She kind of got boogers in her nose, though. You're welcome. You're welcome, Merida. Who else has a question? Oh, I have a question. If you remember in the chat last Sunday, my friend Sandra was in the chat and she was talking about high blood pressure. She said she didn't get great news from her doctor on Friday. So my question is, can everyone in this chat just pray for Sandra? Just pray for Sandra. And I did tell her that try to think positive, keep positive. There's lots of treatment options. And it will be okay. Thank you, Merida. Thank you. I have like kind of a headache. It's not like a really bad headache, but it's like I wonder if it's from sleeping in those foam rollers. It could also maybe be like part of allergies. The weather definitely changed here. It definitely got cooler, which is nice. Well, let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to just talk about this full moon, I guess. Since that seems like a good focus point. The 17th, which is Tuesday. And let's just see what's coming for each sign. What is coming for each sign? So, for Aquarius, what's coming up? What's coming up with this full moon? This full moon partial eclipse for Aquarius. What is this full moon partial eclipse bringing for Aquarius? What is this partial eclipse, full moon, bringing for Aquarius? It's a bobby pin somehow. Full moon, partial eclipse, bringing for Aquarius. Oh, and it's also going to be the equinox very soon. Oh, wow. Aquarius. Okay, so 3 of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords. Very nice. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I'm going to say there's like some kind of serious justice coming where some opportunities were stolen from you and maybe also your heart was broken. Um there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of deception, there's a lot of hurt and it's like you're recognizing what's bullshit, what's not, what's real, what's fake, what's been holding you back, what possibly took money away from you or took opportunities away from you, and you're turning that upside down. You're also exercising your logic and your wisdom. So you're cutting out anything and everything that is untrue, that is false, that is frivolous, that is usatory. All the things that aren't true. Oh, cool. Well, good, Dev. I'm glad. Okay, now the Hierophant reverse fell out with the 10 of Swords and also the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so I don't know. That's a lot of times that's an ex-spouse, but it could also be it could just also represent your group, your community that you like at work, the people that you work with, or possibly a group that you maybe hang out with a whole lot. Everybody kind of gets together and has like the same focus. But what I'm still gonna say, whatever is bullshit there, excuse my frank language, but whatever is bullshit there, you're cutting that out. You don't need it, and you're not like second guessing yourself on whether you should cut it out or not. It's taking serious action. I mean, in the Queen of Swords, she's the only queen with a sword. She's the only queen that takes action. She's highly, highly intelligent. She's incredibly wise. She only looks for the truth. So I imagine it's going to be like a very spicy takedown. I mean, I kind of like that. It's kind of like putting people in their place. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that justice is coming in that situation. Definitely justice is coming in that situation. Cutting it completely out because eclipse things out that no longer serve us. So, I love you, honey. I love you. She's biting me. She bites my neck. She bites my neck. Okay. So, rising sun or moon? For Merida's question. Well, one final word on the Aquarius. Cutting out all the bullshit. Okay. Which is beautiful. I would say, are you asking for yourself, Merida? Or I know that you're Capricorn rising. Don't do it, Hattie Beans. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's like, yep, gonna turn the stream off. So you can go to the store. So you can go to Petco. Honey, no. It's very much a struggle of wills, a battle of wills here, you know? Because I go to work, she never leaves here. So, really, in reality, I came to this realization this is actually her house, and I just stay here. So, when I try to tell her to do something or not to do something, first of all, she's a cat. So that's like impossible all on its own. But then second, she's like, "Bitch, this is my house. I'll do whatever I want. You need to listen to me." Oh, nice. Okay, well, I just knew that you were a Capricorn rising. She is. She's very bright. I know she is. Um, Cats are like that. I mean, I adore her. I really do. She's my best friend. I love her so much. And I just happen to run out of so she will only eat one cat food, one specific wet cat food. There's only one she likes. And out of all of the 5 stores that are in this town, grocery stores and Petco included, they hardly ever have it. They hardly ever have it. So, when they do have it, I just buy a ton of it. And then even then, if I run out, sometimes I go to the store, they don't have it. So then I buy a bunch of different kinds of food, hoping we can try, Maybe she'll like something. I buy things I've never bought before. No, she doesn't like them. She doesn't like them at all. So hopefully they're going to have her food that she likes when I go to the store because, she doesn't I don't know if she understands when I say that I just don't have any. Part of me thinks that she thinks that I'm just like, "Oh, I forgot to feed her." And she's like, "You forgot to feed me." Yes, very much so. Very much so. It has put me in trouble. And I've even looked on Amazon just to like order a bunch of it, and they don't sell that one particular kind like all on its own. They don't do that. They sell a variety. I'm like, well, I mean, I could just buy a whole bunch of that's what I do, you know? But I will literally buy every single one that they have in the store when they have it. And you would think that like when they run out of all of those foods, 'cause there's got to be someone who's doing like an inventory and like an order, like seeing what all they've sold and being like, okay, we sold this much. We need to get this much back in stock. But because I guess we're like on a mountain and we're so high up in elevation, and there's actually only like one way, like one highway entrance and exit into this town. It's tricky to get things here like in a timely fashion. It's a tricky place. It's a tricky place. Oh no, we don't have a Costco. No. No, we don't even have stores that stay open all night long. Yeah. Um, the whole town kinda closes at, like, 9. It's a pretty small town. I love it. Convenience stores are open, but we have, like, a Walmart and a Target. I guess there is a Sam's. I guess I could try to see if Sam's has it. You know, I've never even tried that, but that's, like, a pretty good idea. Maybe I will go and get both things and try that with her because does it so when I had a dog, I would make dog food for my dog, and it would be chicken and rice. Chicken and rice. Can you do that with cats too? I mean, is that okay? That's okay to feed cats? It's gonna give them the same, like, nutrients? Oh, yeah. So that's the one. So I never even thought of that. I'm gonna have to try that too. Cats need more protein though. How would I, like, amp up her protein? What else would I add to it? I mean, in my mind just now, I was like, "You just put your own protein powder in there," but I don't think I should do that. I don't think that would work. I don't think that would suffice the same. Less rice, more chicken. Okay, can do. Can do. But yes, she loves fish. She only likes Sheba tuna pate. Only Sheba tuna pate. She doesn't want salmon and she doesn't want it in chunks or cuts. And she doesn't want shrimp. She doesn't want that. She definitely does not want beef. She does not want chicken. She does not want anything with a gravy. She just wants Sheba tuna pate. When I used to be a kid, I used to give it to, oh, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna buy some sardines and some chicken. I already have rice, so and then I'll just make her a bunch of foods. I feed a bunch of outside cats too, so I'm not gonna give them chicken though, but I do need to go get them food as well. I ran out of their food yesterday. Me and my neighbors feed the outside cats. Apparently, these cats, he told me, these cats, they're all cats that, like, people had when they lived here, and then, like, they moved out, and they just left the cats, they didn't take the cats with them, which is so sad. Like, that's awful, horrible. So, one of our other neighbors, she used to work for animal control, so she has traps. So, she has literally, like, set a trap and caught every single cat that's outside and had them gone and have them spayed or neutered and then brought them back. So they don't keep reproducing, and not having homes. But there's definitely a good, like, I would say there's like a good 15 cats outside. I mean, I feel like so we have an actual butcher downtown, which is amazing. It's the first time I've ever lived in a town that actually had like a butcher where you go to the store and you tell him whatever piece of meat you want, and he has wild game because we're here on the reservation. So there's elk. I want to say I feel like there's like even bear. There's a lot of different kinds of meat, but I'm pretty sure I could probably get a chicken heart. I was just thinking I could get chickens, just have them running around with the cats. I don't think that would work. I don't think that would fly. It would be cool though. I could get a house chicken and maybe Hattie and the house chicken could be friends, but I would still only have it to feed Hattie, so that would be kind of messed up. I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm gonna go. I'll go there tomorrow morning. I'll go there tomorrow when I get off of work. Yeah, it's really awesome to have the butcher. It is. It's cool. This town is really cool. Okay. Well, so I read for the moon, for the eclipse moon for Aquarius. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's ask for Dev. Let's ask for Dev. Let's ask for Dev. What is this? What is this full moon partial eclipse bringing for Dev? What is this full moon partial eclipse bringing for Dev? What is the full moon partial eclipse bringing for Dev? Okay. Temperance reversed with the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, what else? I want one more card. Okay. I mean, I kind of feel like, I don't know, were you trying to work with a guy? Were you trying to work with a man? Is it like maybe does he have like a business and maybe you were trying to work with his business, or maybe you're trying to start a business with him? Also, did you maybe at one point in time, there's like the 10 of Cups reversed, which kind of gives me like possible like ex-family vibes. Like either you maybe wanted to have a family with this guy, or this guy comes from losing his family. You're closing this situation out. So the King of Pentacles reversed was on the bottom of the deck with Temperance reversed. And then we have the Judgment card sideways. And now we have the Emperor reversed again. So, I mean, I kind of feel like that's what what you just said to me. I feel like that's what you said. I'm getting over it for sure. The chat has already moved up, so I can't see what it said, but I feel like you said that you were trying to work with someone or trying to make something work with someone, working with someone. It wasn't like working out. It was like really imbalanced. Maybe he had like a drinking problem. Maybe he was just like a fucking tyrant and would not let you do anything. Like super, like it was his way or the highway. That's it. And somehow it seems like he maybe had like, it's like he had the money to be that way. Like it's still not fair. And you were supposed to be working together in the same way, but like in the same capacity together, but he would not let that happen. He would not let that happen. And also, like what I just said, like tyrant type energy, very, very, very not even manipulative, but just plain bossy. Also, the Temperance reversed, it kind of makes me think like somebody might be drinking too much. Definitely a serious imbalance. Um, Someone constantly pushing every single thing to go exactly the way that they want it to go in their favor. And I'm just going to say, yeah, what's coming for this is completely eclipsing that situation. I don't know if it's like the Judgment card kind of fell out and then it fell sideways. So maybe there was some kind of a stalling moment. Like, I don't know if this person was maybe is telling you, maybe you said something like, I'm going to not do this anymore. And he like found a way to keep you trying, keep you around to make you not actually leave. And so, or maybe you just were really thinking, I really want this to happen. I don't want to just quit. I really want this to work out. It's supposed to work out. It's supposed to work out good. But it's like there's an indecision in leaving, whether you should leave or not. But that's all, yeah. That's definitely changing. That's definitely changing. That's going away. So eclipse things out of our lives. That is eclipsing out. Let's see. What comes after? What comes after? Okay, so what I'm going to say is this guy, I don't know who he is. He seems to like either A, have a lot of power and he just doesn't know how to use it. Or B, he has no power at all and he just thinks that he does. But I mean, You need to put a block on him somehow, somewhere down the road, or like somewhere like you need to put a block on him because I don't think he's going to handle this, you not going along with him anymore. The cards kind of tell me that he might be stalkerishly persistent, and trying to make you stay. And if you don't stay, and trying to make your life difficult because you didn't stay. Now, I would love some advice about going back to the area and starting my own project. Okay. I love that question. I love that question. I love that question. Okay, so advice for Dev on going back to the area and starting her own project. Advice for Dev going back to the area and starting her own project. Advice for Dev going back to the area and starting her own project. Interesting. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles reversed. Oh, Chariot. Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Chariot is upright. And then we also have this card right here, the Ten of Wands reversed. So I want some more cards to go with that. So is there like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio male that you could be talking to that could help you, that could just be kind to you? Is there a father figure who's there wherever you are? Not this man that you were trying to work with before. Because it's saying communicate, but it's also kind of like it fell out kind of sideways. Like, I don't know, like maybe you don't talk to him on the reg. Like maybe you don't. Maybe he's just kind of like, maybe you don't think to talk to him about helping you or about getting advice from him, but definitely communications. Oh, wow. It's kind of like someone that you walked away from, like maybe a while back. Oh, okay. So this is kind of like this is giving me ex-spouse vibes now. With the Three of Swords sideways, there's communications with him. There's communications with him. There's also coming out of a struggle, no longer struggling, not feeling defensive, being able to kind of like knock some of your walls down, and especially knock some of your walls down when it comes to long-term abundance, long-term income, investments. So, I mean, I would say I think it's going to be a great idea to do this. But I also would say, I think you need to talk to this King of Cups. Like, that's going to help you. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, hi, Susan Jacobs. And you can, if you will think of a question and ask me. Baby Love Dragon. Hi. heart. There, that's a real heart. There we go. There we go. If you go there, I suggest talking to that man. Talking to the man that has land. The Hanged Man fell out right side up with the Knight of Cups reversed. So if there was any confusion, okay, let me reword that better. There will not be any confusion on what kind of a relationship this will be. There will not be any confusion on what type of a relationship this will be. You and this gentleman will be of the understanding that this is not romantic, but business. So you won't have to worry about that. If you go and talk to this man. He can help you. Thank you, foam rollers. You're welcome, Dev. Good luck. Good luck. I would wait to do this until after the eclipse, which is the 17th, So it's very, it's coming up. It's coming up very soon. Tuesday. Okay. Is your son going to get out of the hospital okay? Susan Jacobs, is her son going to get out of the hospital? Okay. 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 It's Nine of Pentacles reversed. And I think you know actually what's going on. I think you know okay. First of all, when I say I think that you know what's going on, I don't mean to say that like you're acting like you don't. I don't mean it to come out like that. You know what's going on because your intuition is telling you what's going on and is telling you what needs to happen. I think that possibly you're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to your inner voice. There also may be communications that you were not speaking to other people, possibly doctors involved. I'm going to say this may have to do with like a discharge plan. I think it's possible that he's going to need some assistance. Like he maybe might need a place to discharge to. He might need to have a plan and not just be discharged all on his own. I will say this, that there is going to be a new opportunity coming, something new beginning with him that is coming. He's not going to be there forever, but also you need to follow your intuition And you also need to communicate your concerns to, I don't know, case managers, doctors, nurses. I would shoot for doctors and case managers. Case managers. I mean, nurses just have a lot of actual medical care going on. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Um, it's not that they don't want to communicate your concerns. It's just that they have a lot going on. I mean, and I work in a psychiatric hospital, so I deal with these things a lot. Um, and I'm just going to say, talk to the doctor, talk to the case manager. He may need to be discharged to you into your care. I mean, that's s- so I can tell you right now, until he is not hearing voices, and this is without the cards, this is just from what I know. I work in the psychiatric acute care unit. Um, they're most likely not going to let him leave until he does not hear voices, until they find a medication that can. Everybody is different. Everybody's chemistry and biology is completely different. So what works for one patient will not doesn't always work for the next patient. And sometimes it's long and sometimes it's a painful process to find the medication that actually does work. But there is one. There is a medication that work. There is a combination of medications that can work. But I can tell you that they're going to wait for that to happen. They're gonna wait for him to not hear voices. Also, I still say there's you just need to be prepared that maybe he's gonna be in your care, you know? That may be how it has to be. Um, Not forever. It doesn't have to be forever, but definitely for an extended period of time to create that solid foundation of stabilization. And I don't know the severity of this. I don't know the severity of his condition. Um, he may not be able to work. He may not be able to provide for himself. Again, case manager, case manager, case manager. Um, oh, he threatened you. Are group homes an option? I mean, I hate to say it like this, and this is one of the things that I find really sad at my job is that does happen quite often, threatening family, threatening anyone that comes into contact with them. Um Sometimes patients stay in the hospital, I don't want to say forever, but kind of, you know, until there's a group home alternative or assisted living opening that comes up. Yeah, there is a new hope, but you know exactly what needs to happen. Um, and yeah, he's not gonna just be discharged on his own. That's not gonna happen. There's gonna have to be someone or somewhere for him to go. Some kind of facility, some kind of group home, something like that. I'm so sorry. That's awful. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. I feel like you should soothe a friend, and that's not a friend. He should have, but is he young? You know, it's hard to do that with your friends. It's hard to say no to your friends when you're young. It just is. You should not you should not put guilt on yourself at all. Being a mom, that kind of that that happens, you know, because you love your child. Oh my gosh. You know. Well, as simply as I can put it, to answer the question simply, he's not going to get out on his own. So, don't give up hope though. Don't give up hope. Is he in a like is he in a psychiatric hospital? Yes, you can, Merida. Okay. So, is Fred going to be free of prison this month? So I'm going to go to Merida's question and then I will get to you, Deborah. Okay. So just be patient with me. Is he going to be free of prison this month? Free of prison this month. I don't know about this month. I don't know about this month. It looks like there's still kind of like some deciding that's going to happen. There's still there's nothing final. There's still kind of like deciding, still debating, but not this month. I don't know if I can tell you exactly when, but I can see what the cards say. I mean, this is the Emperor with the death reversed. I mean, it's going by the Emperor, Aries, Taurus energy. He has the power, he has the authority. Whenever he says he can be free, he will be free. Um Whenever he says. I can't tell you specifically. I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of a tarot reader or that kind of a psychic. I feel like that's a better question for a psychic is when. I feel like a psychic will be able to tell you exactly when. But yeah, the Emperor, he has the power. My intuition just told me that possibly 2 more months because of the 2 of Pentacles. Juggling the 2 of Pentacles. Juggling possibly 2 more months. You're fine, Merida. You're fine. It's okay. Okay, so has Deborah Harris been put in a third party? Has Deborah Harris been put in a third party? Has Deborah Harris been put in a third party? Excuse me. That was the most peculiar sound. Okay. Has Deborah Harris been put in a third party? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say no. It's a lot like it's the Hanged Man with the Strength card upright. The Hanged Man was kind of sideways, but it like laid in my lap, kind of facing me. So I interpreted that as like upright. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know everything. There's nothing that you don't know. There's nothing that's being kept from you. There's nothing that you're not seeing. And also just have faith. Have faith in God. Have faith in there's this King of Cups behind the Strength card. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male, but like loving father energy. Have faith in that situation. Um and no. You know everything. But don't worry. Don't worry unnecessarily because you might throw some doubt onto the situation, onto the relationship. And your relationship, the situation is being divinely guided. So, and you know everything. So don't worry unnecessarily. You're welcome, Susan. Thank you for being here. Thank everyone for being here. Does that help you, Deborah? Magic the 13th Southside. Hello. You're welcome. If you're good, so I think a lot too, but try to think of try to think of exciting plans for the future. Okay. What else? Is there any other questions? Of course, you're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure, Deborah. Why does Carrie keep trying to come back into my life, and is she good for you? Thank you. Love and light right back to you. Thank you. Magic the 13th Southside. It was just Friday the 13th. Did everybody have a good Friday the 13th? Why does Carrie keep trying to come back into my life? And is she good for Magic the 13th Southside? Okay, let's start with why. Okay, Strength Sideways came out when I said why. Oh, Queen of Cups. I don't know who Carrie is. Is she a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Is she a mom? Either way, she's very restless. She's does not really have confidence in herself. Maybe she doesn't have confidence in her ability to take care of her family, her children. Maybe also she just really wants to kind of manipulate you. Maybe I don't know, is she your mother? I don't know who she is. There's some kind of mother energy, but there's also like a restless energy and also insecure energy. Like she doesn't have a faith that she can rely on. She doesn't have anything strong, a foundation. She hasn't found like her grace. She feels like she needs to control something. She feels like she needs to manually control things. And it kind of goes back to this Queen of Cups energy, it's like loving mother energy, but I see her particularly in this card really focusing on that cup. That cup that she's focusing on, that, it controls all of the emotional waters of everyone around her. And she's just really focused on keeping everyone's emotions controlled. She wants to control everything. Also, there's a Six of Swords reversed behind her, meaning like I don't know if she can't go back home, if she's possibly put herself into a situation where she can't actually communicate, or she at least feels like she can't communicate exactly how she truly feels in this situation. But yeah, she's restless, she's insecure. I mean, just reading that right off the bat, I would say, no, she's not good for you, but I will ask. No, she's not good for you. High Priestess reversed. No, she's not good for you. No. So the High Priestess reversed is a woman. When she's upright, she's mute. When she's upright, she knows all of the secrets of the universe, the laws of the universe. She knows how it works. She knows the mysteries. She has that connection to the other side. Um and she knows whenever she has wisdom. She has wisdom. She's reversed. So this is telling me that this is a woman who talks a lot, and she also kind of spreads misinformation about like spirituality, about she kind of maybe she changes things. She manipulates her words. She can also intimidate with her words as a form of manipulation to make people do what she wants, to scare people, so to speak, into doing what she wants. Also, to really hurt people by her misinformation. No, she's not good for you. Aw, I love that phrase, cheeky. Okay, Magic the 13th Southside, I'm just gonna, say just keep cutting her off. Possibly okay, so there's an eclipse coming up. There's an eclipse coming up on Tuesday, the 17th of September. Okay, it's a partial eclipse. It's a partial lunar eclipse. So, eclipses eclipse things out of our lives that no longer serve us. So, I would go ahead and say if she keeps showing up and she's still connecting to you and you keep cutting her off, um, a cord cutting, I would suggest a cord cutting. So, and I feel like this eclipse coming up, this partial eclipse coming up is going to be the perfect opportunity, the perfect energy to do that. So, there are many ways to do a cord cutting. You could even like employ the help of a professional. Keep in mind, most spiritual professionals do not really go to school. We're I say we are. I feel like I don't know if I'm a professional tarot reader. I think I am. But it's just because I listen to my intuition. I listen to my intuition. And also I study, but I don't have like a degree from some kind of spiritual school. Back to what I'm saying though, the cord cutting. My intuition is telling me to tell you on Tuesday night during the partial eclipse, go ahead, write down her name, and also write down on a piece of paper, that you're cutting the cords, that you're cutting her energy off from being attached to you. You no longer will allow her energy to be connected to you, to manipulate you, to affect you, to control you in some way, to infiltrate your mind. Because I'm going to say it seems like she kind of has that hold on you. And being with someone for 3 years, that's a long time. So definitely there were some cords of attachment that were created there for sure. So write that down, call your energy back, cut the cords, close your eyes if you're good at visualization and visualize like emotional energetic cords being attached to you and cutting them and like they're no longer attached to you. You're free from her energy. And then burn that paper. Burn that paper. I mean, you know what? Okay. She's at a shelter with her kids. That's not great. That's not a fortunate situation. But you know what else? If she was smart enough to have her kids, this is going to sound kind of harsh. This is the thing that I've learned about human beings. If she decided to have her kids, she realized what it's going to take to raise those kids, what it's going to take to take care of those kids. You know what I mean? And she's made a choice that has landed her in a shelter with her kids. She needs to make better choices. And actually, the universe may be in the process of working out some kind of karma with her. Um, it's not your responsibility to do that. It's not your responsibility to take care of her, to fix her problems. I mean, unless these are your kids. I mean, that sounds really tough and really harsh, but no, she's got some issues on her own. She's got some serious manipulative issues. She's got manipulative issues. She has burned bridges to like a home that was a safe sanctuary for her. She's somehow burned that, destroyed that. And that's probably, I mean, that's most likely by her own doing. So, yeah, cord cutting. That's my advice big time. Cord cutting. And also blocking her on every single platform, blocking her email, blocking phone calls, maybe even changing your phone number, although that can be such a pain in the ass. Cord cutting. Let's see. Is she a cheater? I will answer that. If she really wants to change, if she really wants to better herself and take care of her kids, she will make the right choices to do so. Okay. Was she cheating when they were together? Was she cheating when they were together? Was she cheating when they were together? Yes. Yes. I don't know if she has like an ex-husband or an ex-wife. There's this ex energy, like ex-spouse energy. It looks like she's still talking to them also, communicating with them. It's the Page of Cups, so that would tell me that she was apologizing to them and trying to work things out with them. Cord cutting magic, the 13th South Side. Okay. You don't deserve that. And that is her issue. That is hers. I understand empathy and compassion, but it sounds like you've already given more than enough and more than you really need to. Give to yourself. Give to yourself. If anything, if you can pray for her. You can pray for her. And prayer is powerful, Prayer is hella powerful. Was she staying with her friend Jason when she went to Dallas last? Was she staying with her friend Jason? Okay. Was she staying with her friend Jason when she went to Dallas last? No. Hi, honey. I don't know who she was staying with, but she wasn't staying there.
You have sleepies, honey. You have sleepies in your eye. Can you get the sleepies? Can you get the sleepies?
Okay. Good question, Merida. Okay, so the Empress keeps popping up reversed. So the Empress, she's, this godly like Earth Mother. She's pregnant in the card. She just represents pure femininity and she's beautiful. She's like this loving mother, completely abundant, in touch with the earth, in touch with herself, graceful. She's beautiful. She just manifests things to herself. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, like, she's reversed. So whatever she was doing there, she was being desperate, trying too hard, trying to create things. And she wasn't successful. She was trying to create something when she was there. She was not successful because she's got to change something in herself. She's not going to be successful with really anything until she realizes that she needs to change something. My neighbor, she's just screaming in her RV. I mean, it's not like she's having issues or she's in trouble, but she's screaming at the cats outside, and she just sounds like a crazy old woman. All Sun, hi. Um, do you think that it is okay, sexual encounter, back to let me just finish that. Sexual encounter. I'm going to say that she was trying to make something happen like that, but it wasn't really happening. But that was definitely her goal. And I'm really sorry that this is occupying your mind, and I know that this has to hurt your heart. And I am very sorry that that is the situation for you, because nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. And, love is supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be secure. It's supposed to be stable. It's supposed to be everything that this situation seems like it was not to you. Hola, PM Dawn. Hi. But you will get through it. You will get through it. And you will find something better if that's what you want. But please don't let her back into your life. She is. She is. She's polydactyl. She's polydactyl.
She's got a bunch of toes. Hattie Beans. She has a lot of extra beans.
I love her. PM Dawn, we are birthday twins, everybody. We're birthday twins. And Hattie Beans is being super nice for not having wet cat food this morning. She's being very patient. She's like, okay, I know you're going to go. Her name is Hattie. Her name is Hattie Beans. Well, her name is Hatshepsut, which Hatshepsut was the queen pharaoh in during 18th century, or not 18th century, 18th dynasty Egypt. Fuck yes, January 30th. That's so cool. So, but yeah, I call her Hattie Beans because she's got a lot of extra beans. I'm 1981. Did I tell y'all that? 1970? That's so cool. So you're 11 years older than me. The security officer at my job, I'm 11 years older than him, but he's January 31st. But that makes him a monkey and me a monkey in Eastern astrology. I wonder if you're a monkey too. Deborah Harris, so close on the 27th. Merida, 1987. That's pretty cool. That's pretty epic. That is very epic. I love monkeys. I love monkeys. And I love being the monkey in Eastern astrology. I'm a metal monkey, I'm a metal monkey. You're a rooster? Um, they're very close. They're very close. I spent I think like the first 20 years of my life thinking I was a rooster because Chinese New Year goes by the moon cycles. But I'm actually monkey. Yeah. Metal monkey. So there are 5 elements in Eastern astrology. There's earth, air, wind, fire, and then there's metal because money and because of weapons. So, oh, you're a rabbit. Guess what? It's going to be the year of the rabbit next year. We're in the year of the dragon right now, and it's going to be the year of the rabbit next year, next lunar new year. So coming up. Coming up. That's what I did whenever, but I messed up. So I was like a little kid, and I can remember going to a Chinese restaurant with my dad. And they had one of the placemats, and I was reading it, and I just, I was a kid, so I made a mistake probably just because I was young and didn't really know what I was figuring out. But that's how I thought I was a rooster for the longest time, was from a Chinese restaurant placemat. Susan Jacobs Aquarius. I think it's going to be. You're a dog. That is amazing. I bet that means that you're incredibly loyal. Incredibly loyal, incredibly stable, incredibly down to earth. All the good things. All the good things. You know what, Merida? I think that for this lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse, with it's actually a super full moon too. So, I think you need to write down exactly all of the abundance that you want, that you're hoping that comes to you. So so you can kind of focus on that, the pen is mightier than the sword. So if you write it and you focus on it and you look at it and you know it, and put that energy into the universe. Vibe that energy. Write down all of the abundance. It will surely come your way. It will. Yes, ma'am, on the 17th. How is that Pluto doing? What's going on with Pluto and Aquarius? Is it still retrograde? I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I don't want to talk about Saturn. I don't want to talk about Saturn. Saturn is so tough. So tough. I'm sorry you've had stomach problems. I'm sorry. That's not fun. Doesn't Saturn rule Capricorn? King of Wands fell out. I mean, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I was just kind of shuffling for fun. The King of Wands fell out. Facing the Nine of Cups reversed, which is telling me he's looking at this wish unfulfillment. He's looking at these things that, I mean, I kind of feel like this is what I just told you to do, Merida. Actually, looking at the things that didn't go right, looking at the wishes that didn't come true, not getting knocked down, not getting all sad and all isolated and like defeated feeling because of some things that didn't come true. Not doing that, but taking action. Taking action to make something happen, even though some dreams and some wishes didn't come true. I like that. It's being in control of your own destiny. I like that a lot. All you know is Pluto. I haven't had really like a very good appetite, but I also do that when it gets close to the full moon. I mean, yeah, Pluto will transform you. I'm gonna look on my phone. I always go to current planetary positions to see. Oh, yeah, last night I had a dream that I was cleaning and someone told me, "Move the table." And I moved the table and there was a baby Avelina just under the table. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so cute." And it had like a collar. And I was like, "Wow, it has a collar on it. That means like another human being has interacted with it." That's wild. It was so cute though. Current planetary positions. When is March 30th? Is that Aries? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was Aries. Yo, yeah, you're right. It is retrograde in Capricorn. Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. Uranus is retrograde in Taurus for at least what, like the next 5 years? And Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Jupiter is not retrograde. The moon is Aquarius right now. That's interesting. Mercury is Virgo. Venus is Libra. Mars is Cancer. Oh, that kind of scares me. That's kind of scary. It's messy. Lots of traveling for Aries. You did? That's awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. I was at work yesterday and it took forever. I forgot to take my Zoloft the night before, and so I was having a weird brain zap day, and it was not fun. I work at the psychiatric acute care unit. I work in the psych ward. Yeah, I didn't like that day either. Um, thank goodness I work, in a medical facility. So I asked the charge nurse, I was like, because then I took it right away. Like when I realized I didn't take it the night before, I took it right away. And then I was thinking, did I take it? I was really second guessing myself. And then I kind of made myself have a panic attack because I was thinking that I had like possibly overdosed, but my vitals were all normal. It definitely is challenging, but it's also very rewarding because I think that the people that I get to take care of and that I get to work with out of all of besides children, besides children, I think that these people are the ones that need the most help, the most assistance. So, like one of those boxes? Is that what you're talking about? That is smart. That is smart. What? That's so smart. You just made me realize that that is helpful in making sure. Yeah, that's so smart. Because I used to see them, like, my granny had one, And I'd be like, "Why do you need this extra container? Can't you just use the bottle that the pharmacy gives you?" You know? And now I get it. Sometimes I'm smart and sometimes I'm not, you know? It's hit or miss with me. Harold and Kumar. Snort so loft. I love Harold and Kumar. Oh, they're so good. No, I am not a nurse. I am a behavioral health specialist. So I sit in the day room. I assist with everything that they could need aside from their actual doctor's appointments and medications. So I do vitals, I do groups. Um, I try to I have to talk people down a lot, you know? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, you know? I am responsible for getting anything that they need as far as, like, snacks, taking them to the meals. What else? Listening to them, just listening to them, trying to make them feel like they're not alone, like it's gonna be okay. There's one particular patient who has incredible matted hair. It's really bad. Um, so me and 2 of my other coworkers spent like an hour and a half trying to get all the mats out of her hair. You know, we do all kinds of things. We do all kinds of things. Thank you, baby love dragon. It takes one heart of gold to know a heart of gold. Yeah, I really do like it. I love my job. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Merida, like a healthcare assistant, very much. I thought about possibly like going back to school and trying to like doing nursing, but I really feel like the nurses, they're just like really fancy secretaries. You know, they have so much computer work to do. They have so much computer work to do. And then they give the patients medications and that takes like 5 seconds, you know? Some of the nurses will actually, like, make time to come out and interact with the patients, but they do. They have a lot of charting to do, a lot of computer work to do. So, I love my position. I get to be right there in the middle of it all. I mean, every now and then, I'm not gonna lie, there are lots of kinds of nurses. Um, Sometimes it's really stressful. Sometimes it's really scary because you know, it's a psychiatric acute care unit, like, some people are very violent. Some people see things that aren't really that I don't see. I don't wanna say that aren't there because they are there for the people seeing them, you know? Even if I can't see it, they really do see it. So I don't wanna say seeing things that aren't there, but seeing things that I don't see. Um, and yeah, there's been instances where I haven't particularly been assaulted. I've had a cup of water poured over my head, which pissed me off, and that sucked. Um, but I have coworkers. One person, like, there was a patient who had a padlock in a pillowcase, and he somehow got this padlock from the cafeteria. Anyways, he was having a moment, an episode, and one of my ex-coworkers, she doesn't work there now, but was swinging that, and he hit her, like, in her back and in her ribs. So it can be kind of very it can be very intense. See? Surgical, I think that would be kind of cool. I think that would be kinda cool. Or ER, just ER. I've noticed I'm kind of drawn to chaos. I've noticed that much, I really am. I think that's what I tell people about my job is, like, it's never boring. I can tell you that. It's never boring. I hope you get the profession of midwife soon as well. But you also have a heart of gold for working with people with disabilities. I think they're the ones that need us the most. I really do. But midwife is beautiful. Babies are awesome. Hmm. I go to work tonight at 7 PM, and I work until 7 AM. Merida, did you read that? Yes, they are very vulnerable. But did you read that, Merida? What is a mid-husband? Such a funny group. I love it. Such a fun community, fun tribe. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here together with me today. I think this is like the 7th Sunday. So, thank you. Blessings to you too. Thank you all. Yes, and you're welcome. This is fun. I like doing this. I like this Sunday thing. Yeah, I got my coffee. um, and Hattie's being very polite. She's being very polite even though she didn't get her wet cat food yet. I mean, where can I come in? And I would definitely. Oh, are you offering to rub my feet? Or are you telling me to rub my own feet? What's interesting is I'm actually rubbing my feet like as we're sitting here right now. I'm like doing this number. But I would love it if someone else did that. I was telling my coworker that I wish there was a person who would I would pay someone to come to my house and play with my hair until I fall asleep. And I started Googling, like, is there a person who I can pay to play with my hair and then leave? And there is. They're called professional cuddlers. That's a mid husband. Okay. They can make up to like $100 an hour. And there's a whole site for them. I had no idea that even existed, but they're called professional cuddlers. Yeah, what could go wrong exactly? I don't think I'd actually do that. If I knew someone, but even then, I don't know. It's tricky. That's tricky. There's no way I would pay a stranger to come to my house and play with my hair until I fell asleep and then just trust them to leave and not steal something or murder me or take my kidney. I mean, I'm kind of addicted to Dr. Mondragon on YouTube, and yeah, a chiropractor would be awesome. I've also thought they love to play with hair. Um, I was thinking like massage therapist might also be really awesome to have. I just think it takes one person for you to adjust wrong, and then you become that one doctor who paralyzed a patient, because that has happened. You know what I mean? And gnaw your face off. Yeah. But do okay, so who said okay, PM Dawn, do you watch Dr. Mondragon? I'll share one of her videos in the community tabs part of my channel. She's so good. She's so good. I love first of all, she's, like, smoking hot. Second of all, she's got amazing game memorabilia all over her office. I mean, when I say game memorabilia, I mean, like, Zelda. And third, amazing, amazing microphone to capture all of the cracks. To capture all of it. She's awesome. Dr. Mondragon. Mondragon. Mondragon Chiropractic. Okay. I think I'm gonna get off of the live now. I'm gonna go and buy Hattie some chicken, some tuna, some sardines, and some cat food since she's so patiently just waited for me. And I will definitely be recording videos, pre-recording videos and uploading those. And thank you all, son. You stay blessed as well. And thank you all for being here. I love you all. And we'll be here again next Sunday. Next Sunday, we'll be here again. And enjoy the eclipse. Enjoy the eclipse. Thank you, baby love dragon. It's good to see you. It's good to be here and have all of y'all come in. I love it. We're just gonna keep doing this every Sunday. But I will record videos and upload them throughout the week. Um, yeah. I was just thinking about working all night tonight, 7 PM to 7 AM. It's gonna be the first time. Lots of coffee. I mean, I know that you're handsome, you have to be. Everybody in this chat is beautiful and handsome. Everybody in this chat is the most good-looking person in the world. You know, we're just like the group of the best looking people ever. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the eclipse. Focus on the beautiful things that are going to come in after the eclipse takes out all of the bullshit. And thank you for being here, and I will see y'all next week.